Hi English learners! Welcome to this A1 English listening practice video. Today, I want to talk about going to the beach. Why? Because I like the beach, and recently I went there with my family. I want to tell you about this trip and teach you some words about the beach. First, we need to prepare for the beach. What do we need? We need clothes for the beach, like swimsuits, hats, and sunglasses. We also need towels. Towels are for drying our bodies after swimming. We bring food, too. We usually take sandwiches, fruits, and drinks. It is important to bring water because it is very hot at the beach. When we go to the beach, we take a bag. We put all our things in the bag. The bag is very important because we need to carry everything. Sometimes people take umbrellas to the beach. Umbrellas are useful because they give us shadow. Shadow helps us stay cool. When we arrive at the beach, we look for a good place. We want to be near the water, but not too close. We put our towels on the sand. After we put our things on the sand, we can swim. Swimming is very fun. The water is sometimes cold, but it is refreshing. Some people like to play games on the beach. We can play ball games. We can throw the ball, kick the ball, or play with friends. We can also build sand castles. Sand castles are castles made with sand. We can use buckets and shovels. Making sand castles is very fun, especially for children. Sometimes we see animals at the beach. Birds fly above the water. Sometimes there are small crabs on the sand. We can watch them, but we do not touch them. After playing and swimming, we are usually hungry. Then we eat the food we brought. Sandwiches, fruits, and juice are perfect for the beach. Eating together at the beach is very nice. In the afternoon, the sun goes down. The sky becomes orange and pink. It is very beautiful. Sometimes we walk near the water. Walking on the wet sand is very nice. The water touches our feet and it feels cool. At the end of the day, we pack our things. We take our towels, food, and toys. We put everything in our bag. It is important to clean the beach too. We do not leave trash. Going to the beach is fun because we swim, play, eat, and enjoy nature. We can spend time with family or friends. It is a good way to relax. I hope you enjoyed this listening practice. Remember, you can try going to the beach and practice these words. Thank you for listening, and see you in the next video.
Hi, English learners. Welcome back to part 2 of our beach trip listening practice. After we eat, we can do more activities. Some people like to play in the water. We can swim or jump in the small waves. The water is wet and cool. We say, I swim. I jump in the water. I play in the sea. Other people like to walk on the sand. Walking on the sand is fun. We can find shells. Shells are small things from the sea. Some shells are white, some are brown. We can collect shells and look at them. I find a shell. I collect shells. The shell is small. We can also play ball on the beach. We can throw the ball or kick it. Playing together is fun. We can say, I throw the ball. I catch the ball. I kick the ball. Sometimes we see birds at the beach. Birds fly above the water. We can hear them. We say, the bird is flying. I see a bird. After a long day, we feel tired. Tired means we want to rest. We can sit on the towel or under the umbrella. We drink water to stay cool. I am tired. I sit on the towel. I drink water. At the end, we pack our things. We take food, towels, toys, and umbrellas. We put them in our bag. We must keep the beach clean. Clean means no trash. I pack my bag. I take all my things. The beach is clean. Going to the beach is fun because we swim, play, eat, and relax. We enjoy nature, sun, water, and sand. We can spend time with family and friends. Hi, English learners. Welcome to part 3 of our beach trip listening practice. Now the sun is going down. The sky is orange, pink, and purple. It is very beautiful. We can take pictures. Pictures help us remember the day. We say, "The sky is beautiful." I take a picture. I remember the day. Sometimes we walk near the water. The water touches our feet. The sand is wet. It feels nice. We say, "I walk on the sand. The water is cool. I feel happy." After walking, we sit on our towel or under the umbrella. We watch the waves. Watching the waves is very relaxing. Relaxing means we feel calm. I watch the waves. The waves are big. I feel calm. Before we leave, we pack all our things. We take towels, umbrellas, food, and toys. We put everything in the bag. We clean the beach. We do not leave trash. I pack my bag. I take all my things. The beach is clean. Going to the beach is fun because we swim, play, eat, and relax. We spend time with family and friends. We enjoy sun, water, sand, and nature. Remember, going to the beach is a special day. We can make memories and have fun. Memories are things we remember forever. I have fun. I make memories. I remember the day. Thank you for listening to this beach trip story. I hope you enjoyed it and learned new words. Try to practice these words and sentences every day. See you in the next listening practice video.